This is Mug Anarchy, and it's no secret, I'm sure, that I love crisps. I'm the sort of person who will choose savoury over sweet. You know, I would rather have crisps than a bag of sweets or a bar of chocolate. And when I saw these, I got them from B&M. I could not resist. We have 3 bags of vaguely festive flavoured crisps here. I'll start with the one that is most festive, is jumping out at me. Roast turkey and stuffing flavour. These are all branded with Aunt Bessie's. Seabrooks in collaboration with Aunt Bessie's. If you are American or unfamiliar, Aunt Bessie's is a range of mostly frozen meals, usually things like frozen Yorkshire puddings or frozen roast potatoes. Basically, people who want to roast dinner but either can't cook or incredibly lazy, or just like terrible low quality food. Yes, I said it. I personally have no problem with frozen food, but I draw the line at something I could make myself, and it would be far superior. Yorkshire puddings are not difficult to make. If I can make them, you can make them. Stop buying Aunt Bessie's ones. Turkey and stuffing. The other one, appropriately enough, roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. I don't stand by the belief that Yorkshire pudding should only be served with beef. Yorkshire pudding can be served with anything. It can be served with turkey on your Christmas dinner. It can be served with chicken, with pork, with lamb. It can be served with anything, and not just the traditional idea that it should be served with beef. I am quite curious as to what they're going to estimate Yorkshire pudding flavour will be. It's one of those things that doesn't essentially have much of its own flavour. It more or less takes on what you put with it. Again, for the unfamiliar, Yorkshire puddings. Here's some images courtesy of my amazing Adobe Premiere skills. Yes, I'm reusing this joke. It's essentially pancake batter, but instead of being fried in a pan, it is baked in the oven. Yes, I know. People who aren't British find this concept very strange. My Dutch friend, when he came to stay with us, we practically forced him to try Yorkshire puddings. He was unconvinced, to say the least. And the third one, I'm very unsure about this. Roast potato and black pepper. Potato flavoured crisps. So what, are these just going to be ready salted with a bit of black pepper going on? Though in theory, you could eat one of each and have the experience of a roast dinner in your mouth. In theory. Okay, let's try them. These are 120 grams, they're gluten-free, and they're vegan. Everything's vegan these days, isn't it? My initial whiff is not good. There is a vague sort of fake meaty smell going on. They smell like roast chicken crisps that have been watered down. Like really watered down. And there's no hint of stuffing whatsoever. And a jet is sitting underneath my tripod. No! Let's find a decent looking one, shall we? They're all broken. I can spy some sort of sage and onion, vaguely seasoning looking, whatever. I consider myself not only just to be a connoisseur of crisps, but a connoisseur of sage and onion stuffing. And I'm not getting much of it at all. I am, however, getting the turkey. They're not great. It's a very mild flavour. Very mild. I mean, don't get me wrong, if they were in a bowl at someone's house or having a party, I would eat them. And someone gave me them when we were watching a film, I would eat them, but I don't think I would buy them again because they're just a bit... They're not quite hitting the mark for me. I've had turkey flavoured crisp before, I've had chicken flavoured crisp before, I've had stuffing flavoured crisp before. And these are some of the worst ones I've had. Sorry, but they are. Okay, roast beef. Now these are peculiar. They are darker in colour. Now I whiffed them expecting them to smell of, well, beef. You know, the beef and onion or the barbecue flavour, barbecue beef flavoured crisps. But they don't quite. There's a hint of something else. Is that their approximation of Yorkshire pudding? That is so bizarre. Now, I don't know if it's because I know that they're Yorkshire pudding flavour, but they actually do taste like it. And the Yorkshire pudding flavour completely overpowers that of the beef. Though it is marketed as roast beef and Yorkshire pudding, I would flip them round and say this is Yorkshire pudding with a bit of roast beef on the side, because the beef is very much an aftertaste. Those are peculiar. Are they better than the turkey and stuffing? No. Even though the turkey and stuffing flavour is completely understated and very mild, I would still rather eat these. These are very odd and are unlike anything I've ever tasted before. They're not bad, I will still eat them, I will still finish them. They're very odd. And finally, roast potato and black pepper. Whew. Again, a very peculiar whiff. Oh, look at that. They are absolutely covered in black pepper. Is a bag of crisps going to make me sneeze? No jet. I taste them first. No, I am not a fan of these. I was right in my assumption that they'd be quite similar to ready salted. But the black pepper is incredibly overpowering. All I can taste is black pepper. You could be forgiven by completely scratching that out and just writing black pepper flavour. Because that's all I can taste. Ugh. Oh, there's a hint of, oh, how to describe it. You know when someone does roast potatoes, but they put far too much lard or oil in the baking tray, and then when they're cooked, all you can taste is fat, and there's absolutely no potato flavour left? That is what the aftertaste of these is like. They taste like peppery fat. And they are absolutely vile. And the flavour keeps repeating on me. And I don't have a drink in here to wash my mouth out with, so I need to go and get one immediately. I'm really put off the idea of trying all three at once, but I said I would, so I'm going to. Let's find ones that are all about the same size. Okay, potato, beef, and turkey all together. Supposedly will taste like a roast dinner, or it might be completely disgusting. Probably have to do a fade out there because that felt like I was chewing that for about 5 minutes. It was like the flavours were coming in waves. It was the turkey, then the beef, then a bit of pepper, then more turkey, then more beef, then more pepper. And it was fairly pleasant, though the flavours were kind of fighting each other. They weren't complementing each other at all. And now I've swallowed it, all I can taste is peppery fat. Yeah, those roast potato ones can go right in the bin. Ugh. The other two, yeah, I could recommend them if you're a fan of turkey slash stuffing slash you want to see how the flavour of Yorkshire pudding translates into a crisp. But unless you like peppery fat, and I would assume by my description a lot of you won't, I don't think there's many people who have gone, peppery fat, that sounds delicious. Yes, avoid the roast potato ones, because they are vile.